Okay, we're moving on here. We're still in chapter 7. We're on lesson 4, multiplication equations. I don't mind if you use your calculator, but you got to show your work today. We're going to go ahead and get circled up. More of the same. We're going to be using the division property of equality. We're still going to be doing the inverse operation. So keep that in the back of your mind. I want to get circled up. We're going to go 1 through 12. And please show your work. Don't put me in a situation where I can't give you credit because you chose not to show your work. You just gave me a bunch of answers. That's not math. Math is a process. It's not about the answer. Okay, so please keep that in the back of your mind. Then we're going to go 19 to 34, right? Again, you can use it, that calculator. Just show your work, please. Okay, and that's it. So, with all that being said, all right, I'm going to go ahead and pull this back. Okay, again, their focus is the division property of equality. That means we're going to divide, all right, both sides by the same number. Both sides of what? Both sides of the balance beam, okay? So that's what you have to keep in the back of your mind. We want to focus on the balance beam. So let's get started. Again, I'm actually going to pull a calculator out just to save some time, right? That's why we have them, right? And let's get going. Solve each equation, check your solution. When it says check, just give it a mental check. Does it make sense? Balance beam. Now we tee it up. You see, when I tee this up, that means to divide because a fraction, is a fancy way to write a division problem. So I'm going to divide by 2, that cancels. A comes down. 6 divided by 2 is 3, and I circle. We're going to go to number 2. We're going to balance beam and tee it up. I only tee when I divide. We're going to divide by 4, divide by 4. This cancels. C comes down. 20 divided by 4 is 5, right? Next one, balance beam it up and tee. We're going to divide both sides by 9 and 4/10. It cancels. G comes down. So this is where I am going to grab my calculator. Okay, and it's 28 and 2/10 divided by 9 and 4/10. And that is a value of 3, and circle up. Got no problem with the calculator. Just show that work. Number 4. The length of an object in feet equals 3 times its length in yards. The length of the water slide is 48 feet. Write and solve a multiplication equation, right? To find the length of the water slide. Okay. Well, so when I see this, I see the length is 48 feet. It's 3 times that number, right? So I'm going to go ahead and set it up. So here's our length. All right, we want to figure it out. This is going to be the yard side. And when I multiply this end by 3, I'm going to get the feet. So I'm going to tee it up, divide by 3. End's going to come down. 48 divided by 3 is 16. And that's going to be yards. I apologize. So the water slide is 16 yards. Converted to feet is 48 feet because 3 times 16 is 48. Yep. Number 5. The total time to burn a CD is 18 minutes. Last weekend, Dimitri spent 90 minutes burning CDs. Write and solve a multiplication equation to find the number of CDs Dimitri burned last weekend. He burned 90 minutes, right? One CD was 18. How many did he burn? 18C. C stands for the CDs. Now, we're going to go ahead and set up and tee it up, right? So I'm going to cancel, and C is going to come down. And I'm going to grab my calculator and say, hey, 90 divided by 18 is 5. 5 what? 5 CDs, right? So 5 CDs at 18 minutes per CD takes a total of 90 minutes. Okay, let's continue on. Okay, we got a good pace going here. So let's get T to its balance beam and go here. Divide by 4. These are pretty easy, and it's just a process. Believe in the process, so you shall. Balance beam, tee it up. That tells me to divide because a number and a variable side by side, that's actually a coefficient. We're going to divide both sides by 1 5/10. X comes down. I'm going to grab my calculator. 3 divided by 1 5/10 is 2. Okay. Number 7. A jewelry store is selling 4 pairs of gemstone earrings for $58, including tax. Neva and 3 of her friends want to buy the set, so each could have 1 pair of earrings. Right, and solve a multiplication to find out how much each person should pay. So 4 pairs is $58. 4 pairs is $58, and they're looking for what we're looking for. How much of the cost? So let's call that C. So the whole 4 pairs is $58, right? So if I divide both of these sides by 4, all right, I'm going to find out what the cost for each person is. And C is going to be $14.50. So each person is going to pay this. There's 4 of them. 4 times this does equal 58. Okay. Last one I'm going to bang out with you is number 8. It's a pretty good pace. Nothing has changed, even though it's a mixed number. We're going to divide both sides by 1 3/10. What's left? B is going to come down. So now I am going to use my calculator here. I'll pull it over so you can see it's 39 divided by 1 UN over D. 3 down arrow 10, and I go to the right, and that's going to hit enter. And I see the answer is 30. 30 times 1 3/10 is 39. And there you have it. So hopefully all that made sense. Some good math there. Again, more reps, more tension. We got to keep that process up. Have a good day, guys.